If you're an author wondering if there is a social media free way to market your book, then I'm so glad that you're here because today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can actually market your book without social media. And I'm going to be giving you a framework that you can use to make the process so much easier. So my name is Hanson-dePaula, and I'm the co-founder of Mixtus Media. And I'm really good at helping authors find their readers online, simplify their book marketing strategy, and to get more sales. So if this sounds good to you, be sure to download my free PDF called the Streamlined Book Marketing Guide. It's going to help you get started with your book marketing in a simplified and orderly manner. And if you like videos like this, be sure to hit like and subscribe. We tend to forget that social media has really only been around for about the past 20 years. And when social media made its mark back in 2005, marketers really started to see this as a selling opportunity, when actually social media is not a great selling tool. It's a great connection tool. So as we take this approach to market your book without social media, all we're really having to do is to find a new connection tool. Social media really helps us to reach a worldwide audience in one full swoop. And it does take a little time to build those relationships and to warm up our audience, but it really is the fastest way to reach a great group of people worldwide in one full swoop. So when we talk about taking social media out of your marketing, what we're looking at is finding different ways to connect with people. So in this episode, I talked about our marketing funnel and how we use social media to connect with people and then drive them exactly where we want them to go. And this is basically the same concept, but we're removing the social media element. So what we have to do is to find ways that we can connect with people without social media. So the first step that I want you to take is to think locally. Think about ways that you can connect with your local audience. Maybe that is through local press. Maybe that's through local writing groups, or finding outlets that help promote local artists and local writers. Maybe that's going to your library and seeing if there are other local events that you could take part in. So the first thing is to really see what you have around you that you can tap into and start growing from there. Another way that you can connect with people is to think about people that you're already connected to that you can use to market your book to. So think about groups that you're associated with. Think about companies and organizations that you can tap into and see how you can use those connections to put them through your funnel to sell them your book. Also think about where you can contribute. Maybe there are newspapers or magazines or online publications that you can submit articles to, or that you can pitch a story to. Thinking about how you can contribute your knowledge or your experience is a great way to expand your reach and to get in front of new people. Podcasts are another great way to make new connections and get in front of new people. And so what I would encourage you to do is to do some research and see which podcasts are taking submissions for guests and maybe podcasts that you would be a good fit on. There's also a free tool called podmatch.com that is a great resource that you can tap into. They have a free tier and a paid tier as well. So check that out to see if you can find some new shows that you could be a part of. So what I would encourage you to do is to come up with 4 or 5 connection possibilities and create a strategy around them. Think about how you can take those connections and how you can best serve them so you can broaden your reach and get your message out and get people to know more about you and your book. Here's a question for you. How have you connected with readers outside of social media? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. So after you've made some new connections, you want to drive them to your website. And one of the best ways to do that is with your content. You want to make sure that they have a destination to go to once they make that connection with you through your various podcast interviews and through the other ways that we just talked about. So having a podcast or having a blog or having some sort of video is a really great way to create more interest in what you have to say. It's also a great way to deepen your connection with your readers, especially since you're outside of social media. You're going to need to show them that you know what you're talking about, that you deliver a great story, that you provide great information. So driving those new connections to your website is vital. And this also will help your SEO, your search engine optimization. It's going to help your visibility through searches and on Google. And it's just a great way to drive more traffic to your website and to grow your visibility. So we've made our connections, we've gotten them to our website through our content, and then the next step is to get them signed up for your newsletter. And the best way to do this is to offer a newsletter incentive. It's a free download that they can get once they submit their email address. And this can be a checklist, this can be a few free chapters of your book, it can be a how-to, it can be something very easy for them to get a quick win. It's something that can maybe answer a question that they have or solve a problem, or it can draw them into your story if you write fiction. It's just something that's free, that gets them on your newsletter list, that can help you deepen those connections and to help you stay in the front of your readers' minds. And once you have them on your newsletter list, this shows you that they are interested in what you have to say. This shows you that they are paying attention and that they want to know more. So you want to nurture this list and you want to provide added value, but this is also where you have the freedom to sell. Selling is really just asking for them to buy and telling them where they can buy and maybe providing them some added value. Maybe it's some added bonuses that they get if they purchase your book as a pre-order or something along those lines. It's really about adding value and treating your subscribers like gold. But when you have a newsletter list, this is where you can sell. And this is really the final stage of the marketing process because we've made that connection, we've gotten them to our website and really deepened those connections with our content. We've gotten them to sign up for our newsletter, and that is where we sell. So do you have a newsletter, or is that something that you're struggling with? Let me know in the comments. So if you are actually looking to publish traditionally, do know that agents and publishers do look at your social media numbers. They want to know how you are connecting with people and how you are building an audience. So they do look at social media as a measuring stick for that. But if you aren't active on social media, show them how you are building an audience. Show them how you are connecting with people. So that is something important to know about traditional publishing. So if you want to know more about marketing and how you can build a thriving audience and sell more books, be sure to click the link below to download my free Streamlined book marketing guide to help you get started with that. And if you want some coaching or some courses on how to build your audience and how to best market your book, be sure to go to mixtusmedia.com and I would be happy to help you. So if you want more book marketing and social media tips specifically for authors, be sure to hit like and subscribe because I provide new videos every Friday. So I hope to see you next time.